Hello and welcome back to Sunset Marina on beautiful Dale Hollow Lake. And I'm standing here with the chef of the Captain's Restaurant. What's the name of this restaurant?
The Sunset Marina Restaurant.
The Sunset Marina Restaurant, okay. And I'm standing here with the Zoom. And do you have a last name or is that the whole thing?
Well, my real name is William Miller, but I've been called that for so long I quit fighting it.
So Zoom is it, huh?
Zoom is it.
All right, it's because you're so fast and speedy?
It has to do with a misspent youth, but we won't go there, okay?
All right, perfect. Okay, well, Zoom, how long have you been working here at Sunset Marina?
This will be my 8th season here at Sunset.
Wow. And how do you like it? I mean, this is like a seasonal kind of thing for you? Is it year-round?
It's seasonal, but in the wintertime, they let me work the dock so I don't wander off.
Oh, well.
But working here, I really enjoy it because I look at my office.
Yeah,
and,
no kidding.
We put out a good product here. I have a great crew. We have a lot of fun with what we do.
Do you? And how many meals a day do you serve?
Weekends, we serve 3 meals a day. During the weeks, we do 2 meals a day, lunch and dinner.
Okay. And how many people come through on a busy weekend?
A busy weekend, we can run up to 1,600 people through here.
Wow. You know, we were here last year when you had like a crab boil or something, and it was packed. I bet there were 1,000 people.
Well, that's being a little optimistic, but we had a couple hundred people on the dock. I usually cut that off at 200 because we want people to have a good time and still have a good group out there.
Yeah, it was
but
great.
You've got to keep control, so we do cut it off at 200 for that crab boil.
Uh-huh. Now, what is your background? Why did you come here, and how did you end up at Sunset Marina?
Well, as the Grateful Dead said, what a long, strange trip it's been. I moved down here from Bardstown, Kentucky, and my brother-in-law, my sister had always docked their boat here, and they'd always tried to get me to come down here to cook. And things fell into place. I met with Tom Allen, and here I am.
Great. So what's your favorite thing to cook?
My passion is cooking is Creole and Cajun cooking.
Really?
I fell in love with that when I was in the military, but I quickly found out you get north of Alabama, it might say Cajun this, Creole that, but it's, don't quit your day job. So if I was going to eat it, I was going to learn to cook it. And so I really have a lot of fun with that, and if I've got a favorite, that's what it is.
Is it? Now, do you have a creative license to do whatever you want here in the restaurant?
Pretty much, yes, ma'am.
Yes. And so do you have specials that you do on certain days, or do you do just whatever you feel like in the morning, or how do you work it?
Well, we have a set menu, but on the weekends we run chef specials between Thursday and Sunday, and they can be anything. Sometimes I'm making them up as I drive into work on Thursday.
Is that right?
So we like it varied. Some of my crew will come in with ideas, and I encourage them to step outside the pan. And I'll take some of their ideas, and we'll turn that into a chef special for the weekend.
Oh, that's great. Now, you mentioned before that tonight's special is?
We have what is called a Gulf Coast enchilada.
Okay.
And that is scallops, shrimp, crab, crawfish, and a cheese and wine sauce,
sounds
cream
yummy.
sauce. It's rolled up in a tortilla shell and then baked. And I'm serving that with spiced rice and fried green tomatoes. And then the other one is redneck surf and turf. And I was telling you earlier, that started as a joke. We do a steak and shrimp here, but somebody wanted steak and catfish instead. And one of my crews quipped, "Is that a redneck surf and turf?" And we started running as a special. It turned out to be quite popular.
Yeah, catfish is great anytime.
Yeah.
It is. Okay, and then I also learned while I was talking to some of your staff that you also have a pastry chef in the back. And she makes these wonderful desserts. I have 2 of them sitting here. This one is yummy peanut butter pie. And tell me the story behind this.
Well, she makes her own peanut butter to make the peanut butter pie.
That's amazing.
And,
Who makes their own peanut butter?
Norma Johnson does. But a few years ago, she was our prep cook, and she and I had gotten together, and we make our own dressings and tartar sauces and et cetera. They're all proprietary recipes. But she started getting into baking and cooking, and I decided just to turn her loose. And it was one of the best things that I've done. Just let her go.
That's great. And then she also makes a carrot cake, it looks like.
That is to die for.
Is it?
She's very good at that.
Yeah. So what is the most requested item on your menu?
That would be hard to say. The buoy nachos is a big thing. It's a big plate of nachos. It's gotten kind of famous around here. But my Cajun cooking, I do get a lot of requests for somebody will call and say crawfish etouffee, because I have a standing order with my customers and guests that if you've been down here and you've liked the recipe and you want to show off for your friends, if you'll call me and let me know, I'll run that special for you on the weekend.
That's great. And do you ever do catering events, as far as like having a group of people, not catering, but where you have a special group of people coming in, a large party or reunions?
In the spring and fall, we have room to do that a little bit. We do some class reunions and some wedding receptions and some business meetings. Because I do have an extensive background in catering and event planning.
That's
so
wonderful.
I don't have the space here I'd like to have, but we do what we can.
Yeah. Now, I know that Sunset Marina has a website, and we haven't mentioned that yet. What is that website address?
It's simple, sunsetmarina.com.
Very good. And they can go online, and do they get a menu of what's here? Do you have something?
We have a menu. We try to run our specials and keep it up to date, and
Perfect.
whatever's going on. Dates of the crab boil will be on there.
Oh, good.
And any upcoming events we have will be on that
Do you have
website.
anything exciting coming up?
Not right offhand. The crab boil will be middle of August. We are going to do that again. Live music, and it is an old-fashioned Louisiana-style crab boil.
Oh, Zoom, it looks like I'm just in time. Can you
That's
tell me
right.
what this is on your plate?
This is my Gulf Coast enchilada. And in here we have some roasted chili peppers, jalapenos, celery peppers, onions, shrimp, crab, scallops, and crawfish, and a wine and cream sauce, fried green tomatoes, and spiced rice.
And this is the special for tonight.
This is our chef special this weekend. Yes, ma'am.
Yummy.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
You're welcome.